what comes up is, you know how it is when you hear another person and they're talking, they're expressing, but their voice is really big and loud and mean. Like a big, loud, mean, dominating voice. I've noticed that usually that big, mean, loud voice is usually protecting and covering up a lot of fear, definitely wounds or insecurities. When people yell and they bully and they dominate you or the shared environment, or they snap at you, they get angry when you're being the real you, they try to stop you from being the real you, oh please. You know, like using their bullying and dominating ways and opinions to keep you from expressing yours. They take over the energy of the environment, try to anyway. But you know, it does feel empty and it does feel like it's scary because it's coming from a scared place, you know? If they give disapproving energy or looks, they're defensive when you're just being you're just being your shining example and your truth. They try to change you. They're trying to tell you what you're doing is going to fail. They try to tell you who you are. They try to undermine you and your choices and your values, which is pretty much putting you down. They try to stereotype you instead of knowing who you are as an authentic individual. They won't give you room to be the real you or to express yourself because they're afraid. And because you're right, pretty much. You know, you shine a light on where they need to love themselves more. That's a scary journey for them, so they're just going to try to hide those wounds by trying to, like, stop you. Don't. Walk away from them. Now, you know who they are, because you feel it. You gotta tighten up inside. You gotta edit yourself. You gotta do something to edit yourself to keep the peace. No more, says the magician wizard. No more, says the wizard magician. You're gonna be yourself and only be the people that respect you. Here, here. Dear. They try to interrupt you in things that you express that are important to you. They speak down to you. They project their fears and negative views at you. They deny your magnificence, won't listen attentively. Pretty much all their actions are negative and suppressive. A suppressor only exists if you choose to be suppressed by that person. You could unemploy that suppressor and just do your thing. But a suppressor, honestly, is suppressed because they're suppressing themselves, so they want to suppress others. I would like and hope that you can discern this behavior as different than just like basic human anger, because this is just unhealthy and put downs. Anger needs to be released, and anger is a whole other thing. But this is just a person that's like disrespectful to themselves, therefore trying to like make themselves feel better. Yeah, because when a person truly loves themselves, they don't have to prove themselves with the cheap route of these examples that I just mentioned. Correct. You know, big sounding, loud, mean people's voices equal unresolved inner wounds that they're protecting. Pretty much real people can handle real people. You know, people who deny who they are can't handle real people. People who do this throw their big sounding, loud sounding voices and energy around to make up for their wounds that your truthful self shines a natural light on. And it stirs up their shit and it triggers them. And you're just being yourself. You know, you're not even like trying to like probe or poke or like demonstrate like purposely. You're just being you. And your honesty of naturally being a living example of health and fitness, and honesty and being honest with yourself and having your honest points of view, facing your fears and pains and your processes in life. The honest ways of taking excellent care of yourself that show true confidence and self-love and self-worth. You know, without trying to even like go out of your way. I mean, this is just the way you live your life. This is just your lifestyle. You take care of yourself. Instead of trying to numb it or dumb it or escape, you'd rather face it and just really go like the strong route of the pilgrim or the hermit up the mountain. You know, don't just like numb it out. And this can definitely make unreal people insecure. Or inauthentic acting people insecure. We all have authentic souls. With a human, how are we handling the human? And some humans, you know, just It is scary to face your fears. It is scary to go inside sometimes. It is scary to do things like that, but like, you're safe. And you're always gonna like come through it a better being than before you entered into it. That's just a guarantee, you know? So escaping it can like dummy it up for like the moment, but it grows bigger and bigger, just pain and stuff. More insecure, unresolved, small-minded beings see this and they get defensive, for you are the shining example of where they need to love themselves more and be honest with themselves in their life. For you grace their path for this reason. The inwardly weak respond in emotional immaturity, for they are afraid to embark on the journey to face the aspects of themselves and their lives that need intensive healing, for this is the deepest place to face oneself. And in their immature defensiveness and trying to sway you from your truth because they're uncomfortable, they try to coddle their active wounds and make themselves feel better by putting you down. This behavior is acting from an unhealed, unresolved wound and trying to protect the screaming pain, the unhealed selves, the inner child that needs help, and the parts of them that long for self-love. And that's that. That kind of a person you walk away from. Only allow loving people in your life, because that's another way that you show loving yourselves. And you know what? Maybe you're even like spending time, you know, like with this person because there's good qualities in them. You know what? You gotta be with a person that respects you fully. And yes, they are out there. And yes, those friendships of love and respect do exist where it is mutual. And you gotta stop being around people that love you and put you down, love you and put you down, love you and say stupid shit on, and you feel it. And sarcasm, there's no room for sarcasm. That's just like not being honest. Sarcasm is actually just like telling a joke and being mean instead of being honest and just like communicating like honestly about how you feel. You know, sarcasm is the weak way, you know, the weak way. So these kinds of people, you walk away from them and loving yourself, you know, stay with people that just love you. That's that. Hope this helps you. Hope this helps you.